This here is the Flemington home of Lindsay Park Racing, and if you were to toss a lucky horseshoe in that direction, you'd pretty much hit the side gates of the Lexus Melbourne Cup. It's an historic place, and there's one guy here who's writing his own history. His name, Mr Brightside.
Mr Brightside, Mr B's back, Mr Brightside's won it.
Today, in just over 2 hours' time, Mr B will be running for his 10th Group 1 victory and his second All-Star Mile. And his handler, Will, is getting him ready for the short trip to the race day stalls.
Oh yeah, he definitely knows when you walk in with the gear, he definitely knows when it's time to go to the races, and it's pretty special that, yeah, every day that he's down at Flemington I get to spend with him, and I come around the corner to muck at his box and say something, he'll always pop his head up, so that's pretty cool. He knows my voice, and yeah, it's amazing to be a part of such a racehorse like him that's going to go down as one of the champions of Australian racing. Yeah, when he's around you just got to cherish it, because obviously it's been 4 years of him racing at the absolute tops. He always involved, plenty of media around, so I'm sure soon he's not going to be around, so you just got to cherish every day with him.
There's no place like Flemington on a big race day, and today is the biggest of the Melbourne autumn. It is Super Saturday. In the build-up to the All-Star Mile, there are plenty heading to stall 15 for a look at the champ. This horse means so much to so many. Sure, he's a champion, but he's also a beautiful horse with a personality to match. He's very much Australia's horse, who we like to say had a song named after him. Among those trying to catch a glimpse is Rob Auber. Rob, you were fortunate enough to draw Mr Brightside in the All-Star Mile Owner Ambassador. If he wins, you win $100,000. How are you feeling?
How am I feeling? I'm waiting to wake up from the dream, actually, Grace. I don't think anyone in their wildest imagination would have thought that, personally myself, being in his position, and the horse looks absolutely fantastic. So I'm pretty confident he's going to run a great race.
Out on the track, Mr B's jockey Craig Williams is doing his homework. Craig has been aboard for 8 of his Group 1 wins.
When you're a rider, always like Brightside, and you know him so well, you know what he can and can't do, and you know his mannerisms. Well, he gives me so many options as a rider.
In terms of his quirks, like, there are lots of different things about his personality, but what's one of the things that you love the most?
Oh, his will to win.
For Mr Brightside. Mr Brightside from Alligator Blood, joined by Mr Brightside.
Got an amazing will to win, and his record shows that. But no, I've been very fortunate to be part of his journey, his development, to make him into the horse that he is today, and that's the part that I love. Like all those little steps that he took going back when he started off his third ever race start for me at Geelong, and it was just to where he is now, the greatest miler in Australia. I just love, people talk about Brightside, people become happy, they're engaged to racing and following this horse. They made a song about him. Well, the song was already there, but, and it's all of that, and I love it every time people mention it and people support him. Then it's one of those things that brings a smile to my face.
And for trainer Ben Hayes, days like this are to savour. The anticipation is building. Mr B Saddle is there ready for you to collect. How are you feeling at this point in time?
I get nervous. I get really nervous when you really believe they can win, and I think he can. He's drawn a nice barrier. We've got Craig on. I think he's going to get a lovely run. I'm looking forward to it. These days don't come along very often, and you just got to enjoy it, like you said.
To add a 10th Group 1 to his CV, in terms of his champion status, that'd mean so much, wouldn't it?
It would. Now he's just trying to really cement himself in history. He's already a champion in our rise, and not many horses can win 9, and he's already won an All-Star Mile, which wasn't a Group 1, so technically 10. Yeah. But if he wins today, it'll be very satisfying.
Saddled up, it's now showtime, and his owners gather in the mounting yard to hear the race plan. Mr B has over 20 owners, and they have enjoyed the ride of their lives.
Good ride, mate.
More than likely, we're going to be quite positive, but we trust him, the stable's wrapped with him, and he does all the running for us, guys.
Good luck, guys. The leader in the 1-1. We can't fault him. Still nice given the track. Very happy with it.
The 7th running of the All-Star Mile, the first time it finds itself at Group 1 level and on Super Saturday here at Flemington. Last year at Caulfield, Pride of Jenny by 2 lengths over the race favourite on that occasion, Mr Brightside, who contests the All-Star Mile for the 4th time.
In saying that, I don't think they're going to give it to him. It's a good race, this. Another Will, I even heard him have a little squeal as he was walking around the parade ring here. He saddles up looking absolutely brilliant. Tom Kitten brings a little bit of X factor. It's a great race, even though it's a small field.
So the wait is over, the All-Star Mile with a field of 7, a small and select field. The field sets. Set and away they go. They're off in the All-Star Mile. A Tissue was slow, missed the start 2 or 3 lengths. Rise at Dawn began well. From another Will, Mr Brightside. Halfway, the leader is Rise at Dawn. By about 1 1/4 lengths, Mr Brightside. Williams just has a little cheeky peek. He sees another Will third the inside. Light Infantryman 4. 2 lengths, Tom Kitten flying trapeze, no chains in a Tissue around the corner. Rise at Dawn, the leader in All-Star Mile 7, led by a length, Mr Brightside yet to push the button. Light Infantryman the outer. Another Will's curled up behind them, and they were followed by Tom Kitten. Rise at Dawn sprints up at the 300 metres. Mr Brightside moves up. Williams hasn't moved. Light Infantryman, Tom Kitten unleashing. Mr Brightside at the 200. Here's Tom Kitten on the outside. Another Will got shoved out. Mr Brightside just in front has to fight. Tom Kitten coming in. Tom Kitten claws away and wins. Tom Kitten won the All-Star Mile from Mr Brightside. Another Will in a photo for third.
Super.
Oh, so close, but in typical Mr B fashion, he gave his all, and win or lose, he always does us proud.
And I could see the Godolphin thing coming. I thought inside the 200 metres, it had us. Brightside actually fought and actually threw the line. He was coming again. So it just shows the quality and where he's at. Today the other horse was too good for us today for the circumstances today. But no mean defeat. You got closest the other day. Your horse is flying. He feels like he's pulling up really well. And I loved him when the chips were down. He fought even through the wire.
Yeah.
So we're going well. We just unfortunately didn't get the win today, guys.
Unfortunately, this prep, every start has ended up outside the leader. It was no fault of Craig's today. He was just a sitting duck, and he was being stalked. He's a much better horse than the stalker, and he ran super through the line. He was back in front. He really fought to the line. It was a close finish. Can't ask for much more. 9 Group 1 wins and 9 Group 1 seconds now. That's pretty good. Been centimetres away from a Cox Plate, centimetres away from All-Star Mile. He's been around the mark and consistent, and that's all we can ask for. We're so lucky to have him. I was upset he lost, but I was still proud of how he ran. You have high expectations for your horse and you know he can do it, and when you get picked on the line like that, it always hurts, but that's racing, and that's why racing's great. We're still proud of him. The public love him, the stable love him, Will, JD and I, my family, and I would not swap him for any other horse in the world.